everyone, it's Beth from SweetHearts and I'm here today with the lovely Abby May, who is 8, very nearly 9 guys, next week, very exciting. So we're going to show you today an awesome style. It's going to be like a mohawk, it's going to be pulled, it's going to look amazing, so let's get started. Okay, so to start this style what we're going to do is we're going to divide the hair into 2. So the easiest way I've found to do this, although I'm still not that good at it, just lift your head at one sec, babe, is sort of go from the nose, get my comb, and just bring the comb to the crown. Do that bit first, and then from the back I put my finger in the centre of the neck and just use my comb to that finger, and hopefully we should have a nice centre part. And then I'm just going to pop this side into a ponytail. Now those of you that have watched my videos a few times will know that I love this product. It's a dry wax spray by Sexy Hair, and can you see that Abby's just got a few flyaways there, so if you just cover your face one sec, smudge. You don't need a lot of this guys, don't spray too closely either, so quite far back, just a little misting over that hair, just at the top there, that's all you need, okay? And that's going to smooth out all these flyaways on Abby's head. So what we're going to be doing is a Dutch braid, but I want that braid to sit as close to this part line as we can get it. Now, I used to do a lace braid, which means I only took sections from one side, but it didn't seem to hold the braid very well, so I am going to be taking a tiny bit from the left and the right, just to hold that braid in place. So I'll show you what I mean. So we're going to start our Dutch braid guys, but what I've done is I've come to the opposite side of Abby's head because I really want this braid to sit as close to, and sometimes when you stand on the other side the braid just kind of works its way more to the right. So it's just a normal Dutch braid, okay? I have got a tutorial for this braid. So you're working those sections underneath like that, and then we're going to add a bit in, smoothing that section out, adding it into that middle strand. Now on this side, I'm just going to turn her a little bit, I'm just adding just a tiny bit of hair, and what that's going to do is anchor the braid down better. You'll see why we want to do that later on. So a little tiny section, adding it into the middle, bringing it underneath, so it is just a normal Dutch braid guys, okay? But just the tiniest bit from this left hand side, trying to get that braid to sit as close to this part as we can. And you're just going to keep on braiding like that all the way down the hair. So what I'm just going to start doing guys is on this left hand side of the braid, just going to start pulling the very outer edge there. I don't know if you can see that. So I kind of want it to be a bit loopy, but I can do that at the end. So I'm just going to start teasing it out. It will make sense, I promise. So just nice and quick guys, doing that Dutch braids. Just a tiny bit on that side to sort of anchor it down, stopping every now and again just to pull out on this side. And then I'm just going to pop a little elastic in there guys. Maybe just do a tiny bit more pulling out, but I can do that at the end as well. Trust me, it's going to look good at the end. I know it looks a bit weird at the minute. Taking out this side, and we're going to do exactly the same, and your little tiny bits again are going to be on the part line. So this time the right hand side is going to be the ones where you're just taking that little section just to anchor the braid. So taking those sections under guys, tiny bit from this side. Trying to get that braid to sit as close to the first braid as you can, okay? Can you see how I'm angling my hands, almost pointing this way, to really try and get that braid to sit over to the right? So again, just working your way down the hair. I'm not taking too much time to make sure this braid looks super neat because I kind of want it to look a little bit messy. Remembering, guys, to pull out, but this time it's going to be these right hand sections of your braid. Pop an elastic in the end of that one as well. So guys, you're left with two quite crazy, a little bit boring looking braids really, but this is where it's going to change. Okay, so these two braids are going to be squidged together, okay? But you're going to try and make them sort of sit up like that. So the way you're going to do it is you're going to grab both braids and pinch them together from the top. And then going to take a small hair grip and just kind of weave that down the center, catching on both sides, okay? But don't let it go yet because the braid's going to be too heavy, because we're going to pin all the way down this braid, okay? So you're weaving it through, weave, 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 catching both sides of that braid and then pushing through. So pinching that braid, lifting it up and holding it together. So what I want you to do now is have a play around with how big you want this. So you might just want to leave it there, or you might want to go kind of like more avant-garde, crazy. Maybe it's crazy hair day at school, maybe it's a festival, and you can just pick these loops up and pull them to the size that you want them to be. Because we started the pulling as we were braiding before, it's much easier. If we left that to the end, you're going to start messing up the braid. I know we want it messy, but we don't want it too messy. When you're happy with your pulling out, guys, you're just going to nip that braid right at the base of the neck, pop a bobble in, take these elastics out. So those of you that know me know that I like to add a little bit of back comb into this pony, but it's completely optional. You don't have to do this bit. And then yet again, guys, I like to wrap the ponytail bobble. So I'm just taking that strand of hair, wrapping it around, pinching it at the back and then putting an elastic in. Now for a bit of extra fun, I've got these twisties. I got these from Claire's and they're just like little spikes on little twisties. You'll see them, like usually they have like diamantes and stuff on, but I quite like the spikes. I'm going to put a few of these in. So thank you for watching, guys. Abby is actually coming down with a really bad cold, so she's done really, really well this video, so thanks so much. And we'll see you next Wednesday for another video. Bye!